When I turned 50, I started noticing things. Little things like feeling more tired than usual or waking up with stiff joints that weren't there before. At first, I brushed it off thinking it was just part of aging. But then I saw friends my age battling health issues, some small, some life-changing, and it made me wonder, was there something I could do to avoid that path? That's when I stumbled upon a type of food that's been quietly protecting people for generations. A food so rich in nutrients, it felt like nature's way of saying, I've got you covered. What I learned next completely shifted how I think about aging. And today I'm sharing it with you. Superfoods that boost longevity after 50. Let's be honest, my friend. Hitting 50 is like stepping into a new season of life. But just like any season, it has its ups and downs. Suddenly you start noticing little aches in your joints, your energy dips a bit quicker, and those annual checkups start to sound more like strategy meetings than casual visits. So the big question is, what can we do about it? Well, the answer might be sitting right there in your kitchen. Superfoods! Now, don't let the name intimidate you. These aren't fancy, expensive ingredients flown in from faraway lands. In fact, some of the most powerful superfoods are as humble as garlic, olive oil, and pumpkin seeds. Let's start with garlic, the little bulb that's been around since ancient times. You see, garlic isn't just for flavoring your pasta. It's practically a natural medicine cabinet. It's packed with antioxidants that help fight free radicals, the troublemakers behind aging and disease. Garlic is also known to boost immunity, improve circulation, and even lower cholesterol levels. Imagine that. Something as simple as adding more garlic to your meals could protect your heart and keep your arteries young and flexible. And if you're worried about garlic breath, well, chew on a little parsley afterward. Problem solved. Now let's talk about olive oil, or as I like to call it, liquid gold. This stuff isn't just for drizzling over salads. It's loaded with monounsaturated fats that keep your heart ticking like a well-oiled machine. Plus, it's rich in polyphenols, which are antioxidants that fight inflammation and support brain health. I once read about people in Mediterranean villages who live well into their 90s, and guess what? Olive oil is a staple in their diet. Maybe there's something to that, huh? And don't forget about pumpkin seeds. Tiny, but mighty. These little gems are packed with magnesium, zinc, and omega-3 fatty acids. They're great for bone health, help balance hormones, and can even improve your sleep thanks to their tryptophan content. Sprinkle them on your yogurt, toss them in a smoothie, or just snack on a handful before bed. You'll be amazed at how much better you feel. So, my friend, the secret to living longer and healthier isn't hidden in some magic pill. It's right there in these superfoods, simple, affordable, and easy to incorporate into your daily routine. Try adding a bit more garlic, olive oil, and pumpkin seeds to your diet, and let your body thank you in ways you never expected. Natural, anti-inflammatory foods for seniors. Now let me ask you something. Have you ever woken up feeling stiff, like your joints decided to hold a secret meeting without inviting you? That, my friend, could be inflammation talking. It's sneaky, it's persistent, and over time, it can lead to bigger problems like arthritis, heart disease, and even diabetes. But here's the good news. Nature has given us some incredible tools to fight it off. Let's start with turmeric, the golden spice that's been used in traditional medicine for centuries. The magic here lies in curcumin, a compound that's been shown to reduce inflammation and even block certain enzymes linked to swelling. Studies have found that turmeric works just as well as some anti-inflammatory drugs, but without the nasty side effects. You can add it to soups, teas, or even smoothies. Personally, I love a warm cup of turmeric milk before bed. It's soothing and feels like a hug for your insides. Now onto ginger, a root that's as fiery in flavor as it is in fighting inflammation. Ginger contains compounds called gingerols, which help reduce muscle pain and stiffness. I once had a friend who swore by ginger tea every morning, and you know what? Her knees stopped creaking like an old wooden floor. Try adding a slice of fresh ginger to your tea or grating some into your stir-fry. It's simple, tasty, and incredibly effective. And let's not forget leafy greens, spinach, kale, and Swiss chard, to name a few. These are loaded with vitamins A, C, and K, all of which help calm inflammation and repair damaged cells. Plus, they're high in fiber, which supports gut health, something we often overlook, but is crucial as we age. Toss a handful of greens into your morning smoothie or sauté them with a little olive oil and garlic for dinner. Your joints will thank you, trust me. So, if inflammation has been knocking on your door, don't ignore it. Fight back with these natural remedies. A little turmeric here, some ginger there, and plenty of leafy greens. And before you know it, you'll feel lighter, looser, and ready to take on the day. Heart healthy, foods after 50. Ah, the heart, our most loyal companion, beating tirelessly day in and day out. But let's be honest, as we get older, it starts to ask for a little extra TLC. And why shouldn't it? After all, it's been working hard for decades. So what's the secret to keeping your heart happy after 50? Well, it starts with what you put on your plate. First up, fatty fish like salmon, sardines, and mackerel. These fish are swimming in omega-3 fatty acids, which lower triglycerides, reduce blood pressure, and keep your arteries flexible. I remember hearing about a study where people who ate fish twice a week had a significantly lower risk of heart disease. That's all it takes. Just 2 servings a week. Grill it, bake it, or toss it into a salad. You can't go wrong. Next, let's talk about avocados. Creamy, delicious, and loaded with heart-friendly monounsaturated fats. They help raise good cholesterol, HDL, while lowering the bad, LDL. Plus, they're rich in potassium, which keeps your blood pressure in check. Spread some avocado on whole grain toast or slice it into your salad, and you've got yourself a heart-boosting snack. And of course, nuts. Especially almonds, walnuts, and pistachios. These crunchy treats are full of fiber, healthy fats, and antioxidants. Studies have shown that eating a handful of nuts daily can reduce your risk of heart disease by up to 30%. Just be careful not to go overboard. Nuts are calorie-dense, so a small handful is all you need. So, my friend, if you want to keep your heart strong and steady, start filling your plate with these heart-healthy heroes. It's not about drastic changes, just small, smart choices that add up over time. After all, your heart has been there for you every step of the way. Isn't it time to return the favor? Brain-boosting foods to prevent cognitive decline. You know, my friend, as we get older, it's not just our joints that start to creak, it's our memory too. Ever walked into a room and completely forgotten why you went there? Don't worry, it happens to the best of us. But what if I told you that the right foods could give your brain the boost it needs to stay sharp, focused, and ready for action? Let's dive into some brain-boosting foods that can help keep those mental gears turning smoothly. Let's start with blueberries, often called brain berries, for a reason. These little bursts of flavor are packed with antioxidants, particularly flavonoids, which help reduce oxidative stress and inflammation. two major culprits behind cognitive decline. I once read about a study where older adults who added blueberries to their diet showed improvements in memory and learning. Imagine that. Just a handful of these berries could help keep your mind as sharp as ever. Toss them into your oatmeal or snack on them in the afternoon. You'll be feeding your brain while satisfying your sweet tooth. So, my friend, don't let age dim your mental spark. Add these foods to your plate and you'll be giving your brain the nourishment it needs to stay sharp and focused. No more forgotten keys or lost thoughts. Who says you can't teach an old brain new tricks? Foods that regulate blood sugar naturally. Let me ask you something. Have you ever felt that sudden crash in the afternoon, like someone pulled the plug on your energy? That might be your blood sugar taking you on a roller coaster ride. And let's be honest, after 50, the last thing we need is more ups and downs. So, what can we do to keep things steady? Well, the solution might be simpler than you think. Just a few tweaks to your diet. Take cinnamon, for example. This spice isn't just for baking. It's practically a secret weapon against blood sugar spikes. Cinnamon improves insulin sensitivity, making it easier for your body to process glucose. Sprinkle it on your oatmeal in the morning or stir it into your tea. I once had a friend who swapped her sugar-loaded coffee creamer for cinnamon. And let me tell you, she said her energy levels were like night and day. Then there's apple cider vinegar, an old remedy that's making a big comeback. Drinking a tablespoon diluted in water before meals can slow down the absorption of carbs, preventing those nasty sugar spikes. I know, it's not the tastiest drink, but trust me, the benefits are worth it. And if you can't stomach the flavor, try adding a bit of honey to smooth it out. Don't forget about chia seeds, tiny but mighty. These little guys are packed with fiber, which slows digestion and keeps your blood sugar stable. They also expand in your stomach, helping you feel full longer. I like to add them to yogurt or make a chia pudding for dessert. It's tasty, filling, and, best of all, good for your blood sugar. So, my friend, if you're tired of energy crashes and sugar cravings, it's time to let these foods work their magic. With just a few small changes, you'll feel more balanced, energized, and ready to take on the day without reaching for that extra cookie. Digestive health foods for seniors. Now let's talk about something we all deal with, but no one likes to discuss: digestion. After 50, the digestive system can start to slow down, and let's be honest, it doesn't always cooperate the way it used to. Whether it's bloating, constipation, or just feeling uncomfortable, poor digestion can really put a damper on your day. But don't worry, nature has some simple solutions to keep your gut happy and healthy. Let's start with cucumbers. These crunchy veggies are like little water bottles for your digestive system. With over 95% water content, they keep you hydrated and help move things along smoothly. Plus, they're rich in fiber, which is key for regular bowel movements. I always recommend adding a few slices of cucumber to your salad, or even munching on them as a snack. Trust me, your gut will thank you. Next up, yogurt. Now, I'm not talking about the sugar-loaded kind with fruit at the bottom. I mean plain, probiotic-rich yogurt that's packed with good bacteria. These probiotics help balance your gut flora, making digestion easier and reducing bloating. A friend of mine swears by having a small bowl of yogurt every morning, and he's convinced it's the reason he hasn't had stomach issues in years. And let's not overlook probiotics in general, whether they're in supplements, fermented foods like sauerkraut, or drinks like kefir. These tiny bacteria are your gut's best friends. They help break down food, absorb nutrients, and keep harmful bacteria in check. Adding probiotics to your diet is like hiring a cleanup crew for your digestive system. So, if you're tired of feeling sluggish and bloated, it's time to give your gut some love. Add cucumbers, yogurt, and probiotics to your routine, and you'll be amazed at how much better you feel. After all, a happy gut makes for a happy life, especially after 50. Foods that strengthen bones and joints. Let me ask you something, my friend. Have you ever stood up from a chair and felt your knees sound like a bowl of popcorn? Don't worry, you're not alone. As we age, our bones and joints need a little extra care to stay strong and pain-free. But the good news is we don't have to rely solely on supplements. Nature has already provided us with plenty of foods that can do the job. Let's start with dairy products: milk, cheese, and yogurt. These foods are rich in calcium, the building block of strong bones. But here's the catch. Your body can't absorb calcium properly without vitamin D, so don't forget to step outside for a bit of sunshine every day. And if you're not a fan of dairy, don't worry. There are plenty of plant-based options like almond milk and fortified cereals that can keep your bones in top shape. And then there are dates, sweet, chewy, and surprisingly powerful. Dates are rich in magnesium, which works alongside calcium to strengthen bones and relax muscles. They're also packed with potassium, which helps maintain bone mineral density. I always keep a jar of dates in the kitchen for a quick snack. Not only do they satisfy my sweet tooth, but they also keep my bones happy. Don't forget about nuts and seeds, especially almonds and pumpkin seeds. These little gems are rich in magnesium and zinc, which are essential for maintaining joint health and reducing inflammation. I like to sprinkle them on salads or just grab a handful for a snack. So, my friend, if you want to keep dancing, gardening, or even just walking without wincing, make sure your plate is filled with these bone-strengthening foods. Your joints will feel smoother, your bones will stay tougher, and you'll be ready to take on life's adventures without hesitation. Immune boosting. Foods to fight infections. Now let me ask you, how many times have you heard someone say, "I can't afford to get sick right now"? After 50, keeping your immune system strong isn't just a nice idea. It's a necessity. And believe it or not, you don't need fancy supplements or exotic herbs to stay healthy. Sometimes the most powerful immune boosters are already sitting in your kitchen. There's honey, liquid gold for your immune system. Not only does honey soothe sore throats, but it also has antimicrobial properties that can help fight off infections. A spoonful in your tea, or mixed with warm water and lemon, can work wonders. And if you're feeling fancy, try a bit of Manuka honey. It's a bit pricier, but its healing properties are legendary. And let's not forget citrus fruits. Oranges, lemons, and grapefruits. They're packed with vitamin C, which boosts white blood cell production. The frontline soldiers of your immune system. I always start my morning with a glass of warm lemon water. Not only does it wake me up, but it also gives my immune system the jumpstart it needs. So, my friend, if you're looking to dodge the flu and keep those sniffles away, stock up on garlic, honey, and citrus fruits. A strong immune system is like a well-guarded castle. Nothing gets in without a fight. Anti-cancer. Foods that fight free radicals. Now let's talk about something serious. Cancer? It's a word that no one wants to hear, but the truth is many of us know someone who's been affected by it. The good news? We can take steps to reduce our risk, and it starts with what we eat. First up, broccoli. This green vegetable might not win any popularity contests, but it's one of the most powerful cancer-fighting foods out there. It's rich in sulforaphane, a compound that's been shown to kill cancer cells and slow tumor growth. I always say, eat your greens, and they'll fight for you. Steam it, roast it, or toss it into a stir-fry. Just make sure it's on your plate. Next, let's talk about berries. Blueberries, strawberries, and raspberries. These little fruits are bursting with antioxidants, which help neutralize free radicals, the unstable molecules that damage cells and lead to cancer. I like to keep a bowl of berries in the fridge for snacking, and sometimes I even freeze them for a cool treat on a hot day. And then there's green tea, the drink of choice for many health enthusiasts. It's packed with catechins, powerful antioxidants that fight inflammation and slow cancer cell growth. Studies have shown that people who drink green tea regularly have a lower risk of certain cancers. Plus, it's a great alternative to coffee if you're looking to cut back on caffeine. So, my friend, protecting yourself from cancer doesn't have to mean drastic changes. A little broccoli here, some berries there, and a cup of green tea in the afternoon? It's simple, delicious, and one of the best ways to keep your body strong and resilient. Hydrating foods that maintain skin and kidney health. My friend, staying hydrated after 50 isn't just about drinking water. It's about feeding your body the right foods to keep your skin glowing and your kidneys functioning properly. Let's start with cucumbers. They're over 95% water and rich in silica, which helps keep your skin smooth and elastic. Add them to salads or snack on slices to refresh your body and complexion. Then there's watermelon, nature's sweet hydration booster. With 92% water and loaded with lycopene, it not only quenches your thirst, but also protects your skin from sun damage and reduces inflammation. Plus, it's a natural diuretic, helping flush toxins and support kidney health. Don't forget celery, another water-rich food packed with potassium and sodium to balance electrolytes and reduce water retention. Whether you crunch on it raw or add it to soups, it's a great way to stay hydrated and energized. Hydration is more than just avoiding thirst. It's about keeping your skin soft, your kidneys clean, and your energy high. So, my friend, next time you feel sluggish or notice dry skin, reach for these hydrating foods and give your body the refresh it deserves. If you found this information helpful, don't keep it to yourself. Share this video with your friends and family on WhatsApp so they can benefit from these tips too. After all, spreading knowledge is the first step toward a healthier and happier life for everyone.